Waukegan here. Podcast, line for line. What's going on with you? Vaughn, what's going on?
Alright. I just want to hear what that sounds like to my dog must have said.
His name Devon, so I gotta say Devon like that. I have to. It's only right.
Alright. Welcome back to Line for Line. This is your very special host, Devon. I got my good guy, Jerome Adams Jr. in the building. How you doing today, fam?
I'm doing great. I can't complain. How you doing, Vaughn?
Hey, I'm actually doing very, very good, man. I'm just happy to be here. Happy to have you on the episode today. How are you?
I appreciate you having me here. And I can't complain, man. If I was complaining, it wouldn't be right.
Yes, sir. You're a very special guest because you're actually kickstarting the Invest in Yourself segment of Line for Line. So that's why I wanted you to come on the show. You a really good dude, and I know you can uplift the people out there and really help them invest in themselves,
Yeah, I firmly believe in that because I believe that that's the only way you're going to get rich.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to get rich by... I know people don't like people to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. By working at a job, it's not going to happen. No. So, I mean, just think about this. You work at the job a minimum of 40 hours a week. You can at least put some type of hours into something for you.
Mm-hmm.
I just firmly believe in that.
I definitely respect that and definitely feel that. I know there is two sides to the story. Like sometimes having a 9 to 5 is bad, but then sometimes you can do it on your own without the 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
A person for me, for instance, like if I wanted to invest more time on my podcast, I would leave the 9 to 5, but the 9 to 5 really leads the way for me with what I got going on right now, like schooling, my daughter, make sure insurance is there and everything like that too. But eventually I want to branch off into like, I can invest time that I invest there in myself and obviously bet on myself. If you bet on yourself and you're comfortable, you're going to win no matter what.
I firmly believe that. And I'm not saying that, it's anything wrong with working a 9 to 5. I just feel like don't use some of your spare time to work on you too.
Mm-hmm.
Don't put all of your energy in the job because you can be gone whenever. They can call your number and you're gone. It's like that. I actually seen a man that I worked at my last job. He was working there for 26 years. They called his number. It was over.
Dang.
He was pretty much crying outside. And I saw it. He got kids, family, and all that. So now it's just to the point like, what you going to do now? You got to start from scratch again.
Big facts. Big facts. I definitely feel that. So just tell us a little bit about what you into. You know what I'm saying? I know Rome sells houses,
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
I'm Jerome Adams Jr. for those of you who don't know, a.k.a. Realtor Rome. I do sell houses. I do help people buy homes. I do investments. I have a YouTube channel. You guys should check it out called Cars and Cribs, CARS, and Cribs, CRIBS. Cars and Cribs, go check it out. I dropped a lot of knowledge about house buying. I also do car reviews as well.
Car reviews, okay.
Yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit about buying a house. What it's like for the everyday American, who really doesn't have the funds, maybe doesn't have the credit to really go out and get the house. Help us understand how we get to that.
I'm going to start off by saying we all have dreams. And I also believe that everybody should follow their dreams.
Mm-hmm.
But I also think you have to work at it too. You just can't just wake up the next morning and think, because a lot of times the social media stuff just make it seem like that everything just happened in a split second, but that's not how it really happens.
It takes time.
It takes time. And if you really want a house or you really want to invest in property, you need to get your credit together. Just, get you a person to help you work on your credit, or you can actually work on it yourself.
Okay, can you give us a little instance of how we can work on it ourselves?
You can take the inquiries off. You can go to annualcreditreport.com and find out all the stuff that's on your credit. And then you just pay it off. You don't have to pay it off all right away. You just want to start paying a little bit and just building and building it from there until it's paid off. Yeah. And then you can actually get pre-approved and get your house.
Okay. How long does it actually take the average person to get ready to get a house from the moment where they say, all right, I want to get a house?
If they credit okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so pretty much what's going to happen, you're going to call the lender or the bank, which it can be your local bank or it can be a lender I can refer to, either or.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to do that, and then they're going to run your finances and everything, get your debt to income ratio and all that stuff. And then they're going to give you a pre-approval letter. Yeah. Once you get the pre-approval letter, then now you can start looking. So you're going to get the pre-approval letter, you're going to start looking for the house, you're going to find the house you want, you're going to get an inspection and all that stuff. And pretty much top to bottom is going to take like 45 days once you put in once you're under contract.
Mm-hmm.
So 30 to 45 days you could be in a house.
Now, where is it exactly that you help people find houses at right now?
Wisconsin, Illinois, wherever you go, I go.
So if I go to California tomorrow, we in California.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. If I don't know, I'll figure out somebody for you to go to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to go wherever the money is. That's where I go.
I definitely want to get a house, but sometimes I think like renting and, like I said earlier, it all depends on your situation. You know what I'm saying? If you're just trying to finish school, do XYZ, rent. But obviously, if you're not doing that, then you go buy a house, right?
This is what I think. I think that it'll work good for you if you're doing what you're doing. It'll work better, even better for you versus renting if you get a rental property. So you're gonna get you a 2-unit, and then you're gonna live in one side and let the other person pay the rent for you. So you're gonna live rent free. It's just that you have to have money set aside for if something breaks or anything like that. But you're gonna live rent free. That's gonna let you stack up your money more. I listened to Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Yeah.
Rich Dad Poor Dad was how I found out about all of it. It was one day. When I had the old school, the rims and all that stuff, when I was 23. So probably like when I was like 25. I listened to Rich Dad Poor Dad. I don't know how I came about it, but I listened to it. Yeah. And I learned the difference between the asset and liability. And most of my life, it's just something that we never taught. Coming from the poverty-stricken area, you just never taught that. Never. So you just never know.
Parents don't really know like that either, too. And that's when I was telling you earlier about lineage, Like, if you don't know your people, like me, adopted, you're not really going to have that chance to be pointed in the right direction, It's not... Yeah. Because when you have kids, you want to like put everything you have into them, show them new things. I really didn't have that. So when you say coming from a poverty-stricken environment, that's so true because who you're around, they don't really know the difference between the two. They're basically hitting it, slow getting it. Yeah. Struggling to get by, And
yeah, but I want to say this too, though. This just happened to me earlier today, right? So everybody look at poverty-stricken areas as always a bad thing, but this is one of the more optimistic things that happened to me today. My heater went out. I woke up. It was very cold in the house. My heater went out. I woke up. I'm like, man, I'm trying to fix it, but it's not working. Oh, so guess what I do? I go to what I know. Open the stove. If I didn't know that, I wouldn't have did it. Yeah. I would have panicked. Most people would panic. They wouldn't know what to do. But I've been there before, so I go with what I know.
Yeah, been there. Oven heated the whole house sometimes.
It was too hot in that bug. It was too hot.
Yeah, man, it get like that sometimes. You gotta get that heat when you can make it. So like, how'd you get into like selling homes?
Well, I invested first. I got my first property in 2016. Then I had a mentor. I call him an OG. He was offering game. He's in Chicago. He was heavy in real estate. It's actually my mom's best friend brother. Okay. He was heavy into real estate, and then he didn't want to help me get my first home. Well, he showed me the steps to get my first home. Yeah. And after a while, he said he's going to open up a brokerage, and that's to get my license. And then I just got him. Went there. That's how I met my business partner. Hey. I met her at the class where we was doing the real estate thing, and it was like we were supposed to all meet together. All the people in the class were supposed to meet together. We were supposed to study together in group, and we were supposed to all pass. Nobody came for me and her. So then we just been working because she look at things different. I look at it. She's more analytical.
Yeah, you bounce on person. I get that. I get that. Sometimes you need that perfect partner for the perfect opportunity. Because I tell everyone this is a team effort. Me, for instance, with a podcast, if I want audio engineers, I gotta have someone around to do that. If I want camera around, I gotta have someone to do that. Yeah. Because I'm the content creator. So I'm not really all tech savvy with the camera, all this, what I'm saying? Like, I do what it is that I do best, so definitely a team effort. So
that's another thing that I try to explain to my business partner all the time. It's hard to accept criticism when you're a creator. It's because you have a vision of it already in your head of how you want it. So when you already knew how the podcast is going to be because you already envisioned it. Yep. And then when she tried to tell me you should do it like this, and I'll be like, no, I don't want to do it like that. I want to do it like this. Yeah. Because this is how I was in my head already.
Yeah. And when you put that into works, it's insane. That's when I did the trailer. I was like, how can I be authentic as possible while showing like a vivid image? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like really touch down on Kenosha. That's where I'm from, born and raised here in Kenosha. So why not show them Kenosha, talk about Kenosha, be authentic from Kenosha. And that's what I want to do.
That trailer is very natural. It just seems like it was effortless. You could tell that you really meant what you said because it wasn't like you was trying to fabricate anything. It was just how you feel. I used to live in Kenosha for a little while.
Stop playing. You don't know nothing about the cave.
I graduated from Bradford.
Hey, okay. So I'm in the building.
Yeah, I'm originally from North Chicago. When I was a sophomore in high school, we moved to Kenosha. Yeah. And I went to Bradford. Okay. I graduated there in 2008. And then I went to Job Corps after that, and then things went on. Now I'm here.
Yeah, selling houses and getting to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm trying to, man.
I really want to put people on, and when I say I try to be authentic and as local as possible too, I want the people at home to be able to realize like, how can I get a crib? How can I get my credit up? How can I own that house? So
I believe. Sorry to cut you off. I believe that you can do anything you want. Just stay away from negative people too. A lot of times people want to try to tell you, well, you can't do that. No, what you mean is say you can't do that. You don't put everything that you have going on with yourself on me. Yeah. A lot of times people do that. So you need to surround yourself with the right people And just keep pushing forward. And if you got to, sometimes you're going to have to leave people behind. It just comes with the territory. So you got to be ready for that.
Yeah.
And then it may be family, maybe friends, but it is what it is. If you want to grow, I mean, you can pull them back up later, but right now you got to keep moving. So.
Yeah, I definitely feel that, bro, because there's so many times where you be like, all right, I can't have this individual around me. They're good dudes, you people, but I can't have you mixed with this because I'm not trying to have this go down.
And that's what I'm saying.
Anything like that.
Sometimes you got, and the one thing about me, I've never been afraid to separate myself. I'm more of a loner, so I used to always kind of stay to myself anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, sometimes I just won't answer the phone for anybody. I just don't want to be bothered.
Sometimes we need that outlet to just be ourselves. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of hours in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And for you to grind, you know, sometimes you just want to be to yourself and distance.
Get your thoughts together. Get your thoughts together.
Definitely, especially when it comes to like your hobby, your passion, what it is that drives you, because you're exerting so much energy into it. You need that. You need that mental step back, you know. And I'm really big when it comes to mental health. I have a segment on Life Line called "The Struggle Is Real," where me and the guests we talk about mental health and the everyday struggles of everyday life. You know, and just be really authentic. Because I've always been on that, like since I was a little kid, about investing in your mental health. Because just to go to work every day, you know how strenuous that is on the mind. You know, especially if you don't like your job, you don't want to be there. There's people you got to deal with. You know what I'm saying? You know how much energy you have to take to do that, you know. So
and I'm gonna tell you this is an untold story from Online for Line. But that's what pushed me over the edge to quit my last job. I was going to quit it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I had already made it up in my head. I'm going to quit this job. I've never wanted to work for anybody. But they just kept on just doing. We had to get a new supervisor. He was in there crazy, man. He was doing too much. And it pushed me to the point where I just have to leave. I was trying to hold out for a little bit longer. I had the date in my head already of when I was quitting. Yeah. But they made me push that forward. That's why I'm supposed to leave now. Honestly, and it was scary. I know for those of you who work in a job, you don't want to work there. It was scary to do it. Because the first time I was going to do it, I was very nervous.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just got to take a leap of faith. But I'm not saying, you know, just take a leap of faith and don't do nothing. Or if you don't have any money saved up, you should just quit your job and not do it. No, that's not what I'm saying. Yeah. Some people may take it like that. But
just walk out tomorrow, you know what? Skip this.
I'm going to be a rapper now. So. Yeah. And then they just want to lay on people's couch. You got to get it together now. Yeah. Let me do something.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. What's the average credit you would say someone needs to be ready to get in the house?
640.
640?
Yeah. Some lenders may take less. See, the pandemic messed up everything. It was a little bit more sweeter before. Mm-hmm. Some lenders would have took 580.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they would have took 580 for you to get in the house. And honestly, they have a lot of different lenders that, you know, help more lower income people. It's a lot of different things. They have little programs and stuff you go through, and they can help you with down payment money, and it's all type of stuff like that. Yeah.
That's definitely.
It's not harder than everybody think it is. I promise it's not. If I did it, anybody can do it. It's not,
what? If you okay?
It's not as hard as it's really not.
So I can get out here and get me a crib.
Yeah.
No matter what. All right, I definitely.
I'm gonna tell you this. We had a client. Do you know how much money she wanted to close in? You wouldn't believe it when I tell you. You think I'm lying. $148.
Stop playing.
Dead serious. Because they had the programs in line. The lender had the programs in line, and they had to help her with the assisting of a down payment and all that stuff. It was a long process, but it happened. Yeah. $148.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So they definitely out here to help people get houses.
Yeah. It's the time to do it. And if you want to do it, go ahead and email me at romeshousereviews@gmail.com. ROMESHOUSEREVIEWS. romeshousereviews@gmail.com.
That's what's up, and we'll definitely help them get in the house, huh?
Yeah, I'm ready. Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, that's what's up.
And I'm serious if you're serious, because you know a lot of people don't be serious. They just want to talk. Yeah, I don't.
Definitely with support, man. People always will say they'll support or they'll do.
Yeah, they go to call you and this and that, and then you just never hear from them. Or some people just want to just talk sometimes, and I get it. I want to help you. I do. But right now, I'm trying to tell you what you need to do, but you don't want to do that. Mm-hmm. It's steps to it. I just can't just say, oh yeah. And sometimes people may think that I have a say so on something, and I really don't.
Yeah.
I'm going to help you find a house. I don't change the market. Sometimes people be like, when they want a certain house, or I can't determine the market. The market determines the market.
Before I got him, because I knew I was about to get him, I was sitting here, I was like, I just did a podcast, and I was looking at all my stuff. I was like, dude, remember, you're about to get a puppy. I can't just have my cords right. I'm gonna get a puppy, bro. If I get caught slipping with any of this, he gonna mess me up, you know. So it's I gotta stay on it, and that's what I'm saying. You gotta deal with stuff like this, or kids Then you got to go to somebody else's job, do what they.
It's just a lot, man. But people do have to provide for their family. Some people love their job. And it's just not for me.
Yeah.
Some people love their job. They don't mind going to it. They actually like what they do. I just feel like you still should have something to fall back on if anything fails. Again, like I just said, dude been working there for 20 years and they fired him like it was nothing. Now you gotta go home and explain to his wife, yeah, I don't work here no more. And I mean, it was sick. It was sad. I ain't gonna lie. I just had to try to. Man, it was critical. I ain't gonna lie.
Stuff like that can be hard, bro. Especially because you be like, I still have a car note.
Mortgage.
I still got kids.
You still have all this stuff. It's crazy.
The pandemic messed all that up too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a lot of people got laid off. They can't pay their mortgages. They can't pay this, and people still got to survive.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's a part of the looting too. I think that has something to. I ain't gonna say has something to do it, but I think it's led up to that because we already don't got no money right now. We don't have jobs or whatever the case may be. And then the whole Kenosha thing happened with the guy and all. But the police officer was out of pocket with that. I just wanted to throw that out there too.
They're still waiting on the verdict for that right now. They're boarding the city back up, barricading the city. Their curfew's about to come back too. You know?
Yeah, that means they gonna let him get off on it. This is what I want to say. I usually don't do politics, but I'm doing it today.
Yeah.
I'm switching it up sometimes. This is what I want to say about this whole thing. The man, from the video, what I saw, I'm gonna say what I saw. I wasn't there, so I like to say what I saw because people try to take it a certain way.
Definitely.
But from what happened is it seemed like he was on the ground around the backside of the car or something. He wasn't standing up. From the camera angle I saw. Y'all let this man walk all the way around the car. Y'all chase him. And y'all. It's 3 officers there.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't do nothing. Y'all let him get all the way to the car. I don't really know if this whole knife thing, maybe it's possible, but I don't know. Because I don't understand why would you let them walk all the way around the car to get to the knife? And you grabbing them. If somebody had a knife, I would stand back.
Yeah.
He had no reason to shoot him. He didn't have to shoot him at all. Even if you have a knife, you could just still hold a gun and say, put the knife down. Well, he has a charge in order to stab you. So what he gonna do? Throw it? It's Call of Duty or what he gonna throw it? I don't understand that part.
Mm-hmm.
There is no way he should have walked all the way around the car and y'all allow him to, and then you kill him and then you get off on it. That's crazy.
Yeah. He's actually just paralyzed from the waist down,
Sorry about that.
Yeah, which is insane. Cause like I said, I'm just happy his kids still got their dad, like that.
But still though, from what I read, was the kids in the car?
The kids were in the car. Yeah,
they traumatized forever. I mean, how could you expect them to like police officers after y'all just shot their dad and paralyzed them?
And saw that.
And yeah, it's crazy. Y'all can't even expect them. I mean, see, a lot of things happen in the poverty area again, where they just expect us to just keep on moving and just. That's about the mental health thing that you was talking about. People be traumatized about stuff like that, man, and it can change their life forever.
PTSD, all that, and especially in a child to experience that and all they had.
His kids, they are pocket for that, man.
Imagine having to go see their dad every day like that,
Yeah, man, and see, I'm gonna say this. Me and my mom talk about this. She's bothered. She's bothered that I feel this way. I think like this. That from what I know, I could be wrong. The whole situation of why they're there was not even about him. So if it had nothing to do with me, I possibly would have walked off too. It's possible that I would have did that. Honestly, that could have cost me my life though too. Yeah. But it shouldn't be like that though. They would let any other races. I ain't gonna say any other race, but they'll let them do whatever they want to do, man. And they cuss at them, check them, do whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
All type of stuff, and nothing's gonna happen.
Big facts. I definitely feel that. It's crazy, bro, how they did that, man. And then the guy who was shooting people, his court date's tomorrow too, and they're gonna determine. I don't know if they're determining if he's innocent or not too, but they're talking about that too.
Would you? Okay, so now that whole situation.
Kenosha's in shambles.
I shouldn't be talking about this, but I am. Yeah. That whole situation. From what I saw, some of that stuff was justifiable. Some of it was justifiable. He did have a gun. They didn't need to be having a gun. I mean, honestly, it's an open carry state, so you can have the guns. Yeah. But they went. If it was all the stuff that I read and saw about what the police was saying and all that stuff, they wouldn't allow me and you to do that. They wouldn't allow me and you to walk down the street with AR-15. Mm-hmm. They wouldn't allow us to do that. The fact that he had it and he was a 17-year-old boy, I'm sure it was after curfew. Yeah. He don't even live here. So you came all the way from another state, See, they would have all that. They would have talked. The judge would have said some. They would have had something to say about that. We came all the way from another state with an AR-15 to supposedly be stopping people from looting and all that stuff. Mind you, this is what we learned in the hood. Mind your business.
Yeah.
That ain't got nothing to do with you.
Big facts. Big fact. So I guess they can determine if he's like innocent or what too. You know what I'm saying? People might turn up.
I ain't gonna lie. He had to shoot some of them. Bro. I ain't gonna lie. The way I think it was wrong, but how it happened, the dude was the dude who the first initial dude from the video I saw. Again, for the video I saw, the first initial dude that addressed to him and then started chasing him and all that stuff, and he shot him. That's the one that he killed, right?
Mm-hmm.
First off, he's 17.
Yeah.
He probably was a little scared.
He was a little bit.
It ain't like that. He was just shooting at people though. Every time that he shot somebody, they tried to attack him.
A lawyer can prove that. Like literally, only charge he will be guilty of like breaking curfew and being a minor in possession of a firearm, because obviously he was protecting himself too, like with stand your ground and all that too. He was agitated too. You know what I'm saying? So they can like fight that and prove that. Like so he literally may only get off with those two things too, like being in possession.
I think that he should. Yeah, but you did travel to. I mean, what was your plans here, man? Come on now.
I know.
I don't know if your plans was to shoot people, but it looked like it to me.
He said he was here to help clean up the city.
This not even your city. You don't even live in the state.
He was just trying to lend a helping hand.
Now he might be going to jail.
I guess that's what he gets for letting.
But he got a body on his hands too. Don't forget about that. He killed somebody, so he may be traumatized from that because you wanted to, do what you want to do. It's crazy out here, man. I say everybody get your guns, get them fast, get all of them, because we never know what may happen.
It can become crazy at any time. I guess you just have to stay prepared, stay self-protected.
And I think that they're supposed to, from the Joe Biden thing, they're supposed to be kind of trying to stop the AR assault rifle violence. So they can't buy them anymore. So you better go get them right now. If you can, go get them right now. Y'all about to get that stimulus. Y'all better go get them guns. Y'all about to get that stimulus. Y'all better use it wisely.
Hey, that's too funny, man.
The stimulus about to drop. Man. Hey, I seen plenty of people at the bank and the currency exchange today. I swear to God, lions around the block.
For real?
Dead serious.
Hey, I do be seeing people say they got there. You know what I'm saying? They like, I got mine. People act a little bougie, you know what I'm saying? You might see a post on Snapchat, new J's. I'm like, come on, man.
Hey, man. I'm glad everybody got this stimulus though.
Flood the economy one time.
Yeah.
Hey, I told my guy, I said, hey, all suppliers had their stuff bagged up tight.
Yeah.
Like, whether it was Sony, whether it was Best Buy, whoever they had them PS5s, they had them TVs.
Ready.
I saw a picture at Walmart. They had the 72-inch for like $458, whatever, maybe $558. I guess they knew people was getting 600. I was like, okay, they out here.
They getting ready.
Yeah,
hey, it's all about supply and demand. You gotta make the move. It's all about supply and demand.
Big facts. That's too funny. Man, it was definitely a pleasure having you on Line for Line,
yes,
bro.
Sir,
definitely
anytime.
Appreciate it. Tell us, shout out your Twitter handle, YouTube handle one more time, just so people could get in tune with you about getting in a house.
Okay. I'm gonna give you everything. My email address, romeshousereviews@gmail.com. If you're looking to buy a home, email me at romeshousereviews@gmail.com. My YouTube, if you want to learn about houses and what to look for when you go in a house, and how much a house may cost that you may like, or if you want to buy a house, go to my YouTube, Cars and Cribs. Cars and Cribs, that's the YouTube. My Facebook is Jerome Adams Jr. I post on Facebook more than I post on the morning quotes. The morning quotes I do every morning at 5:55 a.m. Morning quotes, Jerome Adams Jr. on Facebook. Instagram is Real Jerome. Snapchat is Real Jerome.
We're definitely gonna end it there. I appreciate having you, fam.
Yes, sir.